And you ask yourself, Speaker, you are young. God forbid, if your wife were to leave, let's just pray it will not happen. I'm giving it a young as you are. Or my son David here. The wife decides to go. And we wait for 20 years or 30 years and say, now give us your accountability. You will hear, he married this one, then left 2 children, then I... So really, and why I'm saying this, I want the Ministry of Education to stand up to the call we are making today. Let us increase the budget on girl child education.
Tasira family Honorable Cecilia Ogwal. Abantu beera ng'ojava abeddokolo babadde akiikirira n'abe-FDC mu Parliament. Abe-FDC tulimu twatandika Parliament eno nga tuli 32. Honorable Atani Wasoloti ne bamugjayo kati Cecilia Ogwal afudde, so nga family tusigadde abantu 3. Honorable Cecilia Ogwal ajja kujjukirwa nnyo ng'omukyala omulwanyi Iron Lady, bamuyitangako Iron Lady. Museveni nga yakajja amaze emyaka nga 5 waliwo okulonda okwasookera ddala okwali okwa Expanded National Council Parliament yaliwo. Obote n'alagira ab'ekibiina kye ekya UPC obuteetaba mu kulonda okwo n'ebyobufuzi bya Museveni byonna n'agala tulina kumulwanyisa bulwanyisa. Cecilia Ogwal, Ben Wacha, Omara Tubo, Dr. Kule Park, abo beetaba mu kuwakanya Obote nga bagamba nti toyinza kubanga oyagala kulwanagana na Museveni ate n'ozira. Obote okuzira kuyalangidde ne bakuwakanya. Era Cecilia Ogwal yali akulira UPC ekiseera ekyo. Obote n'amugobako n'ateekako James Lwanyarade ne bamugoba ne ku UPC headquarter. N'afuuka ng'omuyeekera mu UPC. Era ebyobufuzi bye n'abitambulizaawo nga wa UPC naye nga wa UPC ataliwo wa bukulembeze bwa Milton Obote. Tekyewuunyisa nti era Obote we yafa family ye n'ekomawo wano Miria n'Akena ne batuuka nga be bakulembeze ba UPC. Cecilia Ogwal yalina kifo mu UPC kwe kufuuka owa FDC. Naye ajja kujjukirwa mu biseera eby'okukola constitution mu NRC n'ebbanga lyamaze mu Parliament ng'omukazi omugumu amanyi okwogera n'ennyenje ne zikunkumuka, atalina kyatya kwogera, ate nga muntu mukulu amanyi ebintu bingi naye ng'awa abantu ekitiibwa. Nze 2026 nalondebwa okubeera nampala w'abe-FDC abali mu Parliament, actually Chief Opposition Whip, nga Cecilia Ogwal gwe naddira mu bigere naye nanyamba n'aleeta fayiro n'ambulira buli kimu biteeka okutambula, ate n'ampa ekitiibwa nga supervisor we. Twafunamu butakkaanya wano kuwagira Honorable Rebecca Kadaga naye twatambulira wamu ebbanga lyonna okutuuka saawa eno gy'afudde. Tugenda kumusubwa nnyo mu Parliament wano, abadde mukyala nga manyi okwogera, nga ne bw'oba omusindisi ebweru wa Uganda tojulirira ne bw'aba atambudde bw'omu. Olwasembyeyo ko wano olw'amaanyi lwabadde mu lukuŋŋaana ndoza lwabadde lwa Commonwealth baali bweru eyo nga bavuma Uganda olw'okuyisa etteeka ly'ebisiyaga. Yayogera buli omu ne bw'oba nga tokkiriziganyiza na byayogera ng'omanya nti ono omukyala asobola okuya. Kye nagamba gavumenti nti okulondera abantu mu bifo nga tebabisobola n'okubalonda bakiikira Uganda ebweru nga tebasobola, muswaza buswaza Uganda. Ne Cecilia yayogera buli omu n'avaayo ng'amatidde. Tetugenda kumusubwa nnyo, abadde ennaku zino nga akola ng'omuntu omukulu, tabeera nnyo mu ntalo. Cecilia Ogwal nze ntambuddeko naye mu ebweru wa Uganda nga ajjanjabibwa n'okunoonya obujjanjabi ng'omuntu omukulu ow'emyaka gye, naye nga singa omuntu omulwadde. Ngaliko naye India, Turkey, nga yeekebeza, nga ne bw'omusanga agenda mu ddwaliro tomulaba nti mulwadde ali ku ndiri. Era neewuunyiza nnyo ogamba nti Cecilia Ogwal afudde. Ate ndabye ng'omuto kugamba ng'omuntu omuto afudde nga n'emyaka gye, kubanga emabega kawo twali tusaagasaaga naye yali alaganyiza nti ettaamu eno bweggwako tadda. N'agamba tumugamba naye abantu bagamba okumyo, n'agamba ndowooza nja kudda. So adde akyalina amaanyi era nga asuubira n'okuwubayo ekisanja ekirala. First of all, I want to send my condolence to the family to the people of Lango and her constituents of Dokolo, and to the larger FDC community. The Honorable Cecilia Ogwal, we started this parliament when we were 32 FDC MPs. The Honorable Atan was removed through a court process and by-election. Now the Honorable Cecilia Ogwal has died, so we remain 30 FDC MPs. The Honorable Cecilia Ogwal came to be known as Iron Lady because she was very assertive and very forceful speaker, both in the parliament, in the seminars, on radio, on TV. And at the time, it was very difficult to identify yourself as an opposition politician. She's one of those who stood out, together with the Honorable Mara Tubos, the Ben Watchers, the late Dr. Kure Park. But she was also part of the Lango MPs in the 7th and 6th Parliament. I think the best MPs in this Parliament were from Lango, the Watchers, the Atubo, the Dr. Kure Park, and Cecilia Ogwal. And few as they were, they sounded like they were more than the NRM MPs were in Parliament. Because if you read the content, the Hansard of Parliament, you will discover that they occupied more space than the NRM were the majority. So we will miss her as a politician, as a mother, but also as an encyclopedia, someone who has lived and has been part of Uganda's politics for a very long time. At our age, the Honorable Cecilia Ogwal has been visiting and seeking medical care, but not medical care of someone who is diseased. Because I have traveled with her and she goes for medical checkup. In fact, I didn't know at any one moment that she had cancer. I didn't know. But I have seen her go to hospital, normally like all of us do. We were with her almost up to the end of the year. And nobody ever told me that she is sick, even herself. And she had plans to continue. I remember in the last parliament, she had said this would be her last time. But we were joking with her, and she said maybe she can go for one more term. So yeah, she was, by her age, still full of energy. And I don't know when eventually she became sick and eventually died.
This morning we learned of the unfortunate passing on of the Honorable Cecilia Ogwal. She's been one of the longest serving members of Parliament. Right, by the way, from the Constituent Assembly. She is somebody who made her mark over time. She's been with us in the opposition. We've been learning a great deal from her. From the time we entered Parliament, she's been a motherly figure, you know. And many of us, especially the new entrants into Parliament, would connect with her every once in a while to learn from her, to get her opinion, her views on a couple of things. I approached her a few times, you know, in the past. I was looking forward to continuously engaging with her now as leader of the opposition, because some of these seniors, there's a lot that they know that they can share that would be of good guidance to us. So it is very sad. This is somebody who, over the years, would put government on the spot, you know. She would insist on government accounting to not just Parliament, but to the people of Uganda, as it should be, anyway. And so she got that coining of the name Iron Lady. So even as we mourn her, I think more important for me is we celebrate her dedicated service to this country, and we shall remember her for that. Yeah, the Honorable Cecilia Ogwal, of course, over time became a little bit frail, and she would often joke with us, the young ones, you know, and say, I used to walk very straight like you, now my back is bending a little bit, you know, and would joke about that. So she became a little bit frail, but even when she was frail, she would still come to the house, you know, and she had her particular regular seat where she would sit. So yes, she was frail, especially because of that, but it was really not known to us, especially in the past 2-3 weeks to a month. Perhaps because we have been on recess. You know, when you're on recess, people are wherever it is that they are. So when the house is not sitting, sometimes it's difficult to tell who is around, who is not, and that kind of thing. So it didn't occur to us that she was actually bedridden in hospital somewhere because we have been on recess. But we understand, you know, she deteriorated a bit. She was taken for treatment, and sadly, she has not made it.
Heart to officially announce to you the untimely and painful demise of Honorable Atim Ogwal Cecilia Barbara, the district woman member of parliament of Dokolo, which occurred this morning in India, where she had been evacuated for a specialized medical care. Honorable Ogwal was a devout Christian who always put God first. In whatever she did, she would always say, let's have prayers. And that was Honorable Cecilia Ogwal. She was a distinguished legislator with a very strong national look and a remarkable public figure. She was an inspiration to all of us, the young politicians. And she always advocated for a fair and just society that works for everybody. She always talked for humanity. She legislated for humanity. And she always talked about her country came first other than other political parties. Honorable Cecilia Ogwal had a long distinguished public service career dating back from 1979 when she was involved in foreign service, and thereafter she served in various capacities in numerous public enterprises, notably the Advisory Board on Trade, Housing Finance Bank, and Uganda Development Bank. She was an accomplished accountant whose knowledge of finance grossly informed her legislative input in various laws and budgetary and appropriation process. That's why you find throughout her life she has been in the budget committee in Parliament to date. She became the Secretary General of the Uganda People's Congress in 1985. Her illustrious history and formidable legacy in the legislature dates back to 1994, when she was elected to the Constituency Assembly, where she played a pivotal role in shaping the 1995 National Constitution. Throughout her distinguished service to legislature, Honorable Tim Cecilia stood for constitutionalism, the rule of law, human rights, equity, and inclusivity. She was so passionate about women and her dignity to all Ugandans, irrespective of the tribe, religion, region, age, and gender. Honorable Cecilia Ogwal represented Lira municipality from 1996 to 2006, and later represented the Kolo district from August 2006 till today when she passed on. The deceased also represented Uganda at the Pan-African Parliament in the 9th Parliament, that is 2011 to 2016. The Parliament of Uganda and the nation at large has lost a patriot. Honorable Ogwal will be dearly missed by this Parliament of Uganda, and will be missed by the people of Uganda, and most especially people of Lango. We want personal condolence to the people of Lango and to all the women in Uganda whom she was proud of. As the head of legislature and the chairperson of the Parliamentary Commission, I together with my family, want to pass on our condolence to all the members of parliament, to the FDC fraternity, to all the people of Lango, to all the people of Uganda for the loss of such a lady. Honorable Cecilia Ogwal would always tell you, never allow to be undermined because you're a woman. You should always be on top of everybody. Some of us were motivated to join politics because of Honorable Cecilia Ogwal. Everybody in that house was either a daughter, a son, a brother to Honorable Cecilia Ogwal. And she was a uniting factor in that house. She would unite opposition with the ruling government. When she sees the house is heated up, she would get up. When she speaks, everybody keeps quiet. That is the Cecilia Ogwal we have lost. She had where she would always sit. When she's not in the house, nobody would sit where Cecilia sits. That is out of respect that house had for Cecilia. As Parliament, I want to tell a country we have lost. We have lost a mentor. We have lost a lady who would serve everybody irrespective of your party. We'll ensure we repatriate the body back to Uganda, and we'll keep you posted of the next program. May her soul rest in perfect peace.